Now, we will discuss solids with volume equal to 1/3 of the product of area of the base and the altitude. Example of this are the pyramid and the cone. Also, we will be discussing about similar figures. The pyramid. It is a polyhedron of which one face, called the base, is a polygon of any number of sides, and the other faces are triangles, which has common vertex. The triangular faces are called the lateral faces. The altitude of the pyramid is the length of the perpendicular line dropped from the vertex to the plane of the base. If the pyramid is cut by a plane parallel to the base, the lateral edges and the altitude are divided proportionally. If the pyramids have equal bases and altitude, they are equivalent pyramids. These are the formulas of the pyramid. Its volume is equal to 1/3 of the area of the base times the altitude. The value of the lateral surface area is the sum of the areas of faces. And remember that the faces of your pyramid are triangular in shape. To determine the total surface area, we simply sum up the lateral surface area and the area of the base. Let us take this one as an example. The monument of Cestius in Rome is a square pyramid, 121.5 feet high, with a base edge measuring 98.4 feet. Find the number of square feet in the lateral surface of the monument. What is its volume? The cone. It is the solid bounded by a conical surface and a plane or the base, which cuts all the elements. The altitude of the cone is the perpendicular distance from the vertex to the plane of the base. Every section of a cone made by a plane passing through its vertex and containing 2 points of the base is a triangle. The formula for the volume of the cone is equal to 1/3 of the area of the base times the altitude. The formula for the lateral surface area of a right circular cone is equal to 1/2 CBL, wherein your CB stands for the circumference of the base, and your L is your slant height. To determine the total surface area, we simply sum up the lateral surface area and the area of the base. Let's take this one as an example. The upper portion of a sherbet glass is in the form of a right circular cone with a base radius 2 inches and a slant height of 4 inches. Find the volume of the liquid it contains when it is full. It is filled to a depth of 3 inches. Similar figures. Similar polyhedrons are polyhedrons that have the same number of faces, respectively similar and similarly placed, and have their corresponding polyhedral angles equal. Corresponding parts of similar figures are proportional. As you can observe from our figure here, the upper row represents a smaller value. If we try to look at this figure, the upper row are the smaller similar figures of your As we can observe from our figure, the upper row are the smaller similar figures of the lower row. They have the same number of faces and are arranged similarly. The areas of similar plane figures or similar surfaces, denoted by your S, have the same ratio as the squares of any two corresponding edge. Volume of similar solids have the same ratio as the cubes of any two corresponding edge. In similar figures of any kind, pairs of corresponding edge such as your X and Y have the same ratio. Let us take this one as an example. A pyramid of altitude and base B is divided into three parts by two planes passed parallel to the base. If these planes are distant h over 3 and 2/3 h respectively from the vertex, find the ratio of the volume of the middle part to the volume of the largest part. The sphere. A sphere is the set of points in a space that are at fixed distance from a given point, called the center of a sphere. A radius of a sphere connects the center of the sphere to any point on a sphere. A hemisphere is half of a sphere, and a great circle divides a sphere into two hemispheres. Formula for the volume of your sphere: 4/3 pi r cubed, where r is the radius of the sphere. The formula for the surface area of the sphere is equal to 4 pi r squared, where r is the radius of the sphere. Let us take this one as an example. Find the surface area and the volume of a sphere with diameter of 76 centimeters. Give your answers in terms of pi.